Welcome back to the channel, Trading Simplified. So today I want to talk about a different type of index fund. It's a mid-cap index fund. Most of the funds that you'll see on my channel recommend large caps, small caps, but I think we need to focus our attention on FSMDX. This is Fidelity's mid-cap index fund, and this has a lot to offer. We're going to break down the summary, performance and risk, ratings, compositions. We're going to break down it all. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll show you how to set up automatic investments in case you're wondering how to do that on Fidelity. So let's get started off right here under summary. Focusing on the fund overview, we can see that the objective is to correspond with the total return of stocks of mid-capitalization United States companies. That means that this index fund is going to invest at least 80% of its assets in the Russell Mid-Cap Index Fund. Looking through the composition, we can see that the major market sectors, it focuses on industrials at 20%, financials at 16%, technology at 13%, consumer discretionary at 10%. So as you can see, it mirrors the Russell Midcap very well. I want you to notice the equity style map. This is what you are investing in. Midcap with a blend of value and growth. Now, what makes it a mid-cap index fund? That means that the companies within it are between 2 billion and 10 billion. That's how these stocks qualify for this index fund. You're in 100% basically domestic equities. Looking at the top 10 holdings here, you can see we have Philips, Parker, CrowdStrike. Some of these might sound familiar to you. Next, we have the currency diversification, which is US dollar 100%. So it's always about how is this fund performing. When we look at the Fidelity Midcap Index Fund, which is highlighted right here on the bottom, in 1 year it is up 16%. 3 years, 2%, 5 years, 9%. But what's more important to me is look at the life of the fund. The life of the fund is 11.94%, which is tracking the Russell Midcap very well, only down by 0.02%. So for me, that shows that the index fund is tracking the Russell Midcaps very well and it's performing. Reviewing the ratings here, we can see the Morningstar ratings, 4 stars out of 394 funds. The 10-year is 4 stars out of 252. So for me, that shows that there's confidence within the fund. Now let's go over fees and distributions. As you can see here, you are going to pay 0.025%. What that means is for every $1,000 you have invested, you're going to pay 25 cents a year on it. Now the dividend history, as you can see here, it pays about every 6 months. You can see June of 2022, 12/16/2022. So June and December, you were getting a dividend, and you also receive a capital gains history about once a year on that as well. Next, the minimum investment, which most important, is $0. I wanted you to see on this top right screen over here, this just gives you an easy analysis of the annual returns that we reviewed from the 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, and the 10 year. So very consistent, making 9.4% each year. To me, that's an excellent return. That's what I'm looking for with an index fund. So if you were to put a hypothetical growth of $10,000 in it and you started in 2015, your $10,000 would have grown to a nice $25,000. So a 15K gain, which would have been excellent, earning that 9% every single year. So it is definitely matching up very well when you compare it to the Russell Midcap, because that's what it is following. All right, guys, if you like that video, definitely check out my playlist under Trading Simplified. This is my symbol that I have so you can recognize it. I have videos on a bunch of Fidelity funds, energy, growth funds, small cap, how to reinvest dividends at Fidelity, the semiconductors, real estate. I have it all here, how to set up your automatic investments. I'll post this video at the end just so you can easily click, learn how to do it. Definitely take a look into this. There's a bunch of Fidelity index ETFs that I think are very useful. So be sure to check out the channel, check out my playlist, check out my shorts, check out the community. I got the membership up here. Just take a quick look. If you find value in this video, definitely appreciate it. I'll post more Fidelity videos coming shortly.